Hi everyone. Hello. Happy Thursday afternoon. It's Juli coming to you live from Laval once again with my weekly interviews. Today, as you know, every week I do an interview, and today I have a guest, and I feel bad for her because it's late over there. She's from the UK, so she probably wants to go to sleep. So I'm gonna do this introduction not so long. So if you don't know me, my name is Julieta. I work in construction as an engineer, and almost 3 years ago, I started working online, running my digital business license. So what we do is we teach people how to leverage social media, how to advertise on social media, and this is why I bring value to my page with interviews from people who do the same thing as me and have their own story to share. So without further ado, I will bring my guest in. Hi, Lisette.
Hi. Hi,
How
everyone. Good evening from the UK.
you go? How,
And
how are
happy
you?
Thanksgiving. Happy
Yes,
Thanksgiving.
yes. Do you guys celebrate over there or no?
No, not really, but I know in the US, I'm not sure in Canada, I think you guys are celebrating that as well, right?
Canada, we did it. We had it in October. Yeah,
Oh, October. Okay.
yes. But anyways, we're grateful every day, so that's okay.
Exactly. We're always like every day we're always thankful for something, for a brand new day.
Absolutely. Already having a brand new day is something to be more than grateful of. So
Exactly.
thank you so much for accepting my invitation and staying up late. I know you said it was okay and everything, but still, we were 6 or 5 hours apart, so it's still late over there.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I saw one of your last interviews, so I said, "Oh, this lady is great. I'm gonna bring it to my page."
Oh, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. So, Lisette, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, sure. So, my name is Lisette, and I'm originally from the Philippines, but I'm living in London, United Kingdom at the moment with my amazing husband. We're newlyweds. We
Oh,
just got married last July, actually.
oh, not even
Yes.
1 year.
Yes, yes. So we're actually going to our honeymoon tomorrow.
Oh, wow, that's so good.
Exactly. And I'm a digital Um, I'm a digital business owner. I'm an entrepreneur, and at the same time, while doing my digital business in the side, I'm also a full-time people and culture manager, or as everyone calls it, HR manager. So I work in a creative agency, in a marketing agency. So
Okay.
I've been living in the UK for like 2 years now. I actually used to live in Dubai for 5.5 years before moving here. I live and work there as HR manager as well. But because I'm married, my husband is British. That's the reason why I had to move to the UK.
Wow,
So
that's
yeah.
nice, nice. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. And Lisette, what made you look for something online? I mean, you must have an amazing job.
Yes.
What brought you to this platform?
Well, that's a good question. Well, there are several reasons why I was looking for a plan B. So number one is that for sure you've met a lot of Filipinos in our digital business.
Yes.
So we are very family oriented, and most of us send money back home to our family. So 30% of my salary goes to my family in the Philippines, and
Wow.
70% is for like the mortgage here, electricity, water, bills, living expenses here. So, and at the same time, me and my husband are starting a family. So hopefully, we're 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 hoping we're gonna have a child hopefully by next year. And that balance between, sending money back home and also starting to have a family here, it needs a budget. It needs money
Oh,
because
definitely.
you're supporting both families exactly. And then second is that when I moved here, because in Philippines, you don't get 52 weeks maternity leave. So when I started learning the employment law here in the UK, um, in my company, because we have enhanced maternity leave, they will only pay us until 36 weeks, and the rest of the months or the rest of the weeks until the end of the year, you don't have any income. So um, that scares me because I have to send money back home and I still have to live in London with a baby in the future. So I had to find a way, even before I get pregnant, to have an income when that time comes. So I plan ahead. I always plan ahead. That's the reason why. That's the second reason. And third is that I wanted to retire early. I want to spend my my late 30s, my 40s, my 50s traveling the world with my future kids or with my husband without someone holding me back. So as you know, we only have because in the company I work right now, I only have 25 annual days for holidays. So after 25 days, you get unpaid leave. So you have to budget your annual leaves throughout the year. So unlike if you have your own business, you can just travel whenever you want. So that's also one of the reasons I wanted to retire early and enjoy life.
It's funny how you're thinking about motherhood and retirement at the same time. That is amazing. Yeah, but because you can retire very early with this business, but I love it that you have everything planned out and really like structured and in your head, you're ready. That's great. That's great. It's really, really good. And yeah, we all have different reasons. Unfortunately, I didn't find this business earlier. I think you're gonna hear it more than once. Everybody says, "I wish I would have started sooner."
That's my one regret as well.
Yeah, I know, I know. And we're gonna say hi to Ashelen or Eileen, as people know her. She's from Australia. She's watching. Hi, Ashe. How are you? This is the perfect business. And she's a mom of three busy girls, so she knows. Yes. And thanks so much, Lisette, for sharing your story and all your whys and everything. You have really strong reasons, and that is, I think a lot of people can relate with you, especially young moms and everybody actually, or even people retiring. That's so good. Lisette, how did you come across this business, and what were your first thoughts when you saw the presentation, when the things were presented to you? Did you have some kind of skepticism?
Yeah, so I found I found this on Facebook, to be honest, at 12
Mhm.
midnight.
Wow.
I was about to sleep and I saw an ad on Facebook and it just struck me because I could really resonate to her story on the ad because I'm also an overseas worker.
Hmm.
I'm a Filipino living. I'm an immigrant
Yeah.
living in the UK. So um, we have the same struggles as well. So I resonate to her story. So I registered to the webinar, watched 90-minute webinar, and after learning the business, you know, how how they structured it, because I work in HR, so training and development is one of my specialties. So
Good.
when I saw the way they structured the business, I can really tell that the processes and procedures that they have in this business is really, really good and really, really amazing, top notch.
Yes.
So, in coming and working from creative agency, a marketing agency, that business flow and how they structured it, that's the same kind of business model that our agency is doing. Imagine that, big agencies. I know Google, TikTok, every big companies. are doing the same thing, doing the same model. Because I'm in the industry, so I know how it works.
Okay.
So unlike other people who are skeptical, it's normal if you don't know the business, if you don't know how it works. But because I work in the industry, I work in the creative and marketing agency, I know how it flows. So when I saw that, I just immediately jump in. I think 2 days after watching um, the business presentation, I just immediately told Odette, like, Odette, let's start this. What do I
Okay,
need to do?
so that brings to me a great question because, like you said, you are in the industry, so you
Yeah.
know what marketing is or digital marketing. Do you think this is doable for anybody, even for people who don't have experience? Like, I work in construction, right? I had no clue what this was all about. So I want to know from you that are you're a professional on this, you're an expert, you have experience. What do you advise people who don't have experience and are looking for something and eventually find this business?
That's a good question. So a lot of a lot of the people that I met in the business don't have any business background, business experience. Some of them are like nurses, physical therapists, or um, in medical field mostly. They don't have any business background. They've never had any businesses in the past. But
Yeah.
because of our top-notch training, and it's very spoon feeding, I tell you, like I've never seen a training like this, very detailed. So I was very amazed. I just called Odette as soon as I received my training link, and I saw everything. I just called Odette, like, this is way better than the training in our company.
Wow.
Exactly. So I was like, I should change my training like this, like very detailed in HR, because I do trainings as well. I have to change this. I have to change my training style to be the same training with our business, because it's very detailed, very spoon feeding. So that's why it's easy to follow, because it's just like step by step process. And um we have people from our community that are like 50 years old, 55, and they're
True.
doing the business. Imagine that.
Yeah.
They're not tech savvy, but because of how easy to follow the training, they were able to create ads, to create social media campaigns, etc. So it's very easy.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much for sharing because it's really good coming from you. Because I always say it all the time. You know, when people ask me, I say they tell me I don't have experience, and I said, listen, I didn't have any experience either. I'm an engineer. I work in construction. I didn't know anything about online other than just posting photos, pictures on Facebook, you know, and sharing with my family or friends. That was it, you know. And with this training, you get to know all the insights, you know, and how to do, you know, maybe the normal user doesn't need to know all this, but people who are running a business do, you know. And it is not complicated if you have the proper training and the proper you know, guidelines and the proper support team, because this is one thing. We have to say we are all entrepreneurs. We are, each one of us are the owners of our own businesses, but we do have an amazing support team behind us that are
Exactly.
clearly always there for us. And whenever you know, it's nighttime in one side of the world, it's daytime in the other, and our community is
Exactly.
global, and everybody is always putting in their effort, you know, their input, and in, you know, to better our community. And that's why you don't feel alone. There's always somebody you can turn to if you have any questions. But
Exactly.
yeah.
And also, like, one thing that I noticed is that when I joined this digital world, I find it more exciting than my full-time job, to be honest. But I'm really excited to be in the community, be in our trainings, and have fun with my business partners. So it gets me more excited than my full-time job, to be honest. And and also like when I do share my story and what's happening in my business in my Facebook, it's just like sharing anything in my Facebook. But instead of that, I'm sharing what my business is doing and what the results of my business and
Yes.
what I learned from the business. So it's actually nice to share all these things to the people we love, like our family and friends as well. So yeah.
Yes. Lisa, how much time do you dedicate to your business? Because you work full time, you're a busy woman. So how long does all this online business thing take for you?
Yeah, that's a good thing. A lot of my friends ask me that. You're already working like 8 hours a day. Like, do you still have time to have a business on the side? And also, I work out. I wake up at 5:30 a.m. because I go to the gym at 7 to 8, and then work from 8 till 4 p.m. So I usually spend like an hour or 2 hours a day for my business. So you don't need to spend like 8 hours a day for your business because our business is automated and it
Yeah.
runs in the background while you're doing something else. Like I'm working, but my business is still there. Even when I'm sleeping, it's still working in the background. So yeah.
Yeah, I know it's not mandatory to put in x amount of hours. You really do as you can, and whatever flexibility looks like for you, you that's what you put in your business, and it's okay. It's different for everybody. So we have Angelina watching. She says, hi, Julia and Lisette, and Marco watching. Easy training platform makes it possible for everyone to succeed. Thank you for your comments. And Lisette, we have our webinar tonight. So, how would you invite people to register and watch our presentation and see if they want to become business owners?
Everyone, I would like this on this wonderful opportunity that changed my life and the lives of other people in our community. So this is one step to financial freedom, guys. So take this step, sign up for a webinar, and we'll see you there. I'm 100% sure that once you're inside, you will thank Yuli and me.
Great. Lisa, thank you so much. I don't want to take more of your time. You've like contributed so much to this interview. I hope people find value in your journey and what you just shared with us. And just to say good night to you.
Thank
And
you,
thank you,
everyone. Thank you
everybody.
for having me.
You're most welcome. Thank you so much.
Bye, guys. Thank you.